Hi Capricorn, this is Tantric Tarot and this is your general love tarot reading for the month of April 2019. And for your overall energy here, you actually do have the Knight of Discs reversed. So this is an earth energy and you are an earth sign. Now what I'm getting from this is there's a level here of emotional withholding, and I feel like Capricorn is the one that's doing this because you do have the whip on top of you. It's almost like you want to offer your love to someone here, but because you have not seen enough effort coming back towards you with the Eight of Discs here, it's like you're withholding this offer and you're kind of waiting. You're waiting for someone to prove their love to you. That's the energy that I'm getting. And for some of you, you're withholding this, but you're also waiting for it. So it's like you're waiting by the phone for someone to get it and call you. And I'm getting the huge sense here that you are really almost putting people under some kind of a microscope in the month of April because you want to see just how much someone actually makes the effort towards you. And this is painful for some of you because, again, you have the whip on top of this offer, and I feel like, again, this is your offer. And you have Sweetheart on top of your Eight of Discs. So again, it's like you're waiting for someone to put the effort in here. And there's also an aspect of just simply being curious to see who's actually going to step up to the plate and prove their effort towards you. So it's not, you're not coming from a place of lack. You're not coming from a place of neediness. You're actually coming from a place of independence, and you're coming from a place of power. I'm sensing here. And she's not really looking like she's sad. She's just looking like, oh, that's interesting. Like, oh, that's what you're doing. That's interesting. And for others of you, I'm getting the huge feeling here that Capricorn is going to be really redirecting your energy into your career, into your goals, into your aspirations. If you're not getting what it is that you actually want in the love sector of your life, it's like you're putting the love back on yourself. You're putting the energy and the effort back on yourself. I'm getting the message here that some of you have actually been turned down recently, and that's why you're doing this. And there's definitely an aspect here, Capricorn, especially if you are single, that you're either thinking about someone who has multiple partners or multiple options, or you will be meeting somebody like this in the month of April, because you actually have the King of Wands here, and then you have the Knight of Wands. For some of you, this is going to be two different people, but for others of you, this person is showing up to you as a king, but they may in fact be not as emotionally mature as that. They may in fact be a knight. Now they're coming in here pretty strongly because they're showing up as a fire sign, and we are in Aries season. So we're in a time in the month of April where a lot of signs are going to be wanting to go out. They're going to be wanting to have fun, mingle, and socialize. We're all getting that kind of spike in energy. And that includes that lusty kind of energy where you just want to go out and have fun and, throw caution to the wind here. So you definitely have someone sailing in here for you, Capricorn, showing up as the King of Wands, but really they're actually the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is someone that is very player-esque. They like to have multiple options. They don't really like commitment. They don't really care for settling down, because they feel like it's not really the time to do that. And because you have the Birds Lenormand on top of this, someone definitely is keeping their options open. They're definitely chit-chattering with multiple people here. So just be aware of this in the month of April. If you're not the type that actually likes players or you don't want to deal with that, and Capricorn really is never the type to like that kind of energy unless you yourself have a heavy placement of another sign that is like that in your chart. But For other Capricorns here, you are dealing with two different people, okay? So you do have an energy here that is more mature, and then you have an energy here that is more immature. So some Capricorns will be meeting two different people, and there is going to be a choice that you're going to have to make between them in the month of April. And I'm just getting the sense here that one person is not very mature, okay? And they're coming through here with a lot of passion. So I feel like they are going to be expressing their interest in Capricorn. However, there's an issue here with really putting in the work and really being in a state where they would want to offer a true commitment or a true relationship. So they may not be ready for that yet. And then right next to this, you have the Two of Discs. So there is definitely some juggling going on here, whether it's you doing this or it's the other person that you're thinking about doing this. And again, Capricorn, you are going to be focusing more on your career sector. And for some of you, I'm getting the message here that someone may be juggling their work with you, meaning they may put their work ahead of the relationship or ahead of you. So that's where their mojo may actually be going, is in their career sector, whether it's you doing this again or the other person. There's definitely a juggling here. For some of you, it's going to be juggling of multiple people involved, or it's going to be trying to find that balance with your love life and with your goal setting and your careers and your day-to-day things that you have to cross off your list, okay? Now, for those of you who are dealing with the Knight of Wands here, which is someone who's non-committal, who does keep, multiple people on the back burner, this is creating a sense of sadness for you, and it's creating confusion because you have the Clouds Lenormand on top of your Two of Discs. It's clouding your judgment in a sense here, okay? And right next to this, you have the Four of Cups and the Fish Lenormand. So there's definitely a lot of people around you, Capricorn, that are going to be wanting to go out with you, that are going to be wanting to take you out and have fun. Because the Birds Lenormand and the Fish Lenormand are pretty similar in the sense that there's a lot of connections happening here. And there's a lot of emotion involved with this too. But because it's on top of your Four of Cups, you're not really feeling satisfied with the options that are being presented to you. And for those of you who are in a relationship, there is an aspect here of simply not feeling fulfilled or feeling bored in the relationship, and you may want to go out and socialize. You may want to spruce up the relationship and go out and party, whether it's by yourself or with your partner. But there's definitely a level here of simply not feeling like you are as excited in your love life here. And next to this, you have the Eight of Wands. So you do have communication coming in here very quickly. And you have the Palace on top of this. You want someone who's going to communicate to you that they actually want to grow with you. They want to create the Palace with you. They want to stabilize something with you. And again, back to your own goals and aspirations, you are wanting to move towards your Palace individually. You're wanting to reach your goals. You're wanting to reach your dreams. So again, like I said, for some of you, you're switching tracks here. You're putting the energy back on yourself in order to get to another level within your personal life here, within your own career or your own stability, because you have not been getting what it is that you want emotionally. And for a very small percentage of you, I am seeing travel here because you had the ship Lenormand on top of your King of Wands, and then you end with the Eight of Wands. So you may be traveling this month. Again, that's the Aries energy. And I'm just getting the sense here that even though you're currently waiting on some type of communication, towards the end of April, I am seeing communication coming in here that is coming from someone that does have a lot of passion for you, that does have a deep level of interest for you. Just be aware, or be careful, this is a slight warning here, that someone is showing up as the King of Wands, but really deep inside, they're the Knight of Wands. So they may be putting on a front like they actually want the palace with you, like they actually want to do this with you. They just may not be emotionally mature enough to really give what it is that you really truly want, okay? Because I'm definitely sensing that. In your energy, Capricorn, you have the Three of Swords. So there is heartbreak here. There is definitely dissatisfaction. There's pain. But you do have the Clover Lenormand on top of this. So you are going to be feeling luckier in love, even though you have been hurt. Or even if there is a scenario in the month of April where it causes the Three of Swords for you, the fact that you have the Clover Lenormand on top of this means that your luck is going to start changing. You are going to start seeing better love interests coming towards you after this heartbreak, okay? There is a difficult situation that you are having trouble moving away from because you have the World reversed, which means there's an issue here of closing one chapter in order to progress to the next chapter. It's a lack of closure, especially being right next to your Three of Swords. And you have the Key Lenormand on top of this. I'm also getting the month of June is significant to you, Capricorn. There is going to be some kind of major change in your love life come June, okay? And the Key Lenormand on top of the World reversed, you're protecting your heart. Really, that's the energy that I'm getting, because this rose is inside this cage, and the key is about unlocking the rose or unlocking your heart. So you feel like you perhaps have given your heart to someone that did not deserve it because they did not want to work on this with you. So for some of you, you're, and I spoke about withdrawing here. So you may be pulling back away from the dating scene altogether and locking your heart away. Again, in order to wait for someone to actually prove their love to you here. But just be aware of this sense of lack of closure here. And you also have the Hermit as well, which is self-isolating, going within. And that's really what I'm seeing here, is almost this need to pull back and to go within and to really think about the situation in a wise way, so that you do not make the same mistake twice. That's a message that I'm seeing here, okay? And I did pull some extra cards for you. And you have the Chariot and the Queen of Swords. So you are moving forward, but there's definitely a level of self-protection here because you are acting like the Queen of Swords, and she's very discerning. She does not let just anybody get close to her. She remains very logical in love all the time. And you do want to move forward with somebody, but you're not going to be a fool about it. Now you do have the Two of Wands here, which is a choice. So I do feel like there's definitely a choice that you're going to be having to make in the month of April. And for some of you, you're dealing with someone that needs to make a choice between two different people or two different things that they're splitting their energy between, whether it is career and another person or whatever it is that they're keeping busy with. But there's definitely a decision here with the Two of Wands. And then you have the Hermit. And this is all saying that there's a level of knowledge, there's a level of information, there's a level of needing to go within here with the Queen of Swords and the Hermit and the Two of Wands in order to make the best choice for yourself. And that is going to require a period of isolation so that you can move forward, whether it's with someone or by yourself. And clarity is going to be coming towards you, Capricorn. Clarity is going to be coming towards you. And you do have Love, Crossroads, and the Bouquet. So you are dealing with someone that you deeply do love with the Three of Swords here. There's a lot of passion here regarding this person. And whether or not you're dealing with an actual person that you're physically in contact with in the month of April, or you're just heavily thinking about somebody, the energy is the same. You don't have to be in physical contact with someone for me to read your energy. You could just be heavily thinking about them. And they're still going to be in your energy field because of that, okay? There is an energetic link here. So you deeply love someone. And again, there's a choice here with the crossroads. And then you have the bouquet. And I feel like that goes hand in hand with the key here. So someone's going to be offering their love to you, but it's like you may be looking at them sideways. Like, is this a real offer? Or the amount of effort that they're showing you, there's something that's not quite adding up here. It's like it's not really making you happy, and you're going to have to make the choice here with regards to whoever this person is that's actually coming through with the bouquet, because they are coming through. Obviously, the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, that's a very passionate individual. They obviously have love for you, but there's an issue here, whether it's you withholding or them not being so sure with how they want to proceed with this. There's definitely an issue there. So because of their unsurety, that could be why you're withholding. But there's definitely love coming in here with the bouquet. But again, there's a crossroads here. There's a choice. There's definitely a choice. Now, for some Capricorns, you may actually be meeting someone that has a lot of love for you, but you may not be sure if you really want to give them the key to your heart, because you may have already been heartbroken recently. Okay, and again, Capricorn, be aware here of someone that may be having multiple partners and trying to give you the bouquet, but really there's two different avenues here, okay? Which is symbolic of two different people. And for your romance angel cards, how you feel about this person is the Two of Pentacles, and you have expressed your love reversed. So yeah, you are withholding. You're withholding how you feel about this person, because there is a level of juggling going on here. The Two of Pentacles is literally juggling, and you have that here too. And in this depiction, this man is sneaking up behind her, and she's very aloof to what's going on. Some of you may be turning a blind eye to certain things in the month of April because you may not want to see certain things about a person, okay? And I'm also getting that some of you are going to make it very difficult for this person to get in contact with you. It's like she's ignoring this man here, okay? Because she is following her intuition with the star outside the window there. And you also have the Five of Pentacles and heart-to-heart conversations. Again, there's communication that is being withheld. And with the Five of Pentacles, you feel like this is justified because they have not been giving you the palace, basically. Meaning they have not been wanting to build with you, or they've pushed you out of the garden in a sense. Because in the traditional tarot deck, the Five of Pentacles is about two people that are in desperate need, that are casted out of the church. So in some senses, you feel like emotionally this person has casted you out. Like they have not been giving you what it is that you emotionally need. And there's a lot of water here with the fish and the ocean here. So this is how you're feeling about them. And how they're feeling about you is they're showing up again as a fire sign, which is very, there's a lot of sexual energy here with them. They're showing up as the Queen of Wands this time. And it is safe for you to love is in reverse. Now, sometimes people will act like players, or they'll keep a large number of people around them in their reservoir, so to speak, because they themselves may be very scared of the idea of committing, of the idea of being in a relationship. So I'm sensing there's an issue here with them in regards to, again, committing. They may feel like it's not safe for them to love you on some level, okay? And how they feel is the Page of Cups. And you have very soon reversed. Yeah, there's definitely a delay here with regards to communication. But again, with the Eight of Wands towards the end of April, this is about communication. So a lot of you are going to be receiving that communication towards the end of April, okay? But with the Page of Cups here, yes, they do want to offer you love, but it may not be enough for you, meaning they may not want to fully be in a relationship right now. And or they may just be coming through as being quite immature again. Because the Page of Cups, although it is an offer, although there is emotion there, it's still a page. It's not very emotionally matured yet. And you want this communication to come through, or they do, but being that it's in reverse, there's going to be an issue here with delays, okay? And this man is writing a letter here, and he's crumpling it up. So even though someone may want to reach out, it's like they're holding themselves back, okay? And this may even be you, Capricorn, okay? But there's definitely a level of holding back your emotions. And there's two people behind him underneath the moonlight here. So again, there's juggling, or there's just an issue with the attention not being where it should be. And that can be in any area of their life. They may just be ignoring you because their attention is elsewhere. It doesn't have to be on another person, but it won't be on you. And that's where the pain is coming from, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for your month of April, Capricorn. So I hope that helped you, and I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you all next month. Bye-bye.